So, what if I told you that the entire universe, everything you see and experience, runs on a simple two-part code? And no, I'm not talking about the ones and zeros inside your computer. This is something much, much deeper. Today, we're going to crack open the architect's code and look at the two fundamental pieces, 0 and 1.
From the day we're born, we're taught to follow the rules, right? Especially in something as clear-cut as math. But what if some rules are actually walls in disguise? And what if the only way forward is to break them, to completely shatter them and see what's on the other side?
I mean, just think about this idea, dividing by 0. In school, that's the ultimate error message, right? It's a dead end. But what if we just reframe it? What if it's not a wall, but a doorway, a portal that takes you to a place where all the old rules just fall away and you're totally free to create something new? That's the mindset we need. That's our key. Okay, so let's jump into the first part of our code, the 0. And I really want you to forget the idea of it as just a number. Think of it as the source code for reality itself. Pure, infinite potential. So 0 is what we call the unknowing. It's not emptiness, it's not nothing, it's everything that could be. Picture a giant cosmic egg that holds the potential for every single star, every planet, every thought you've ever had. It's all just waiting in there, unformed. That's 0.
You know, there's this ancient Taoist story that just nails this feeling of 0. Is he the man dreaming he's the butterfly or the butterfly dreaming it's a man? In that state, it doesn't matter, because in the realm of 0, identity is fluid. Nothing is locked in yet. It's a state of pure being before any choice has been made.
And this brings us to a super important distinction. Some things in life are knowable. You can read them in a textbook, memorize the facts, pass the test. But 0 is understandable. It's a felt sense of truth, what some traditions call gnosis. It's the difference between reading the sheet music and actually feeling the music vibrate through your soul. You can't know 0. You have to experience it. And hey, this idea of a shared, intuitive wellspring of potential isn't some new agey thing. The psychologist Carl Jung had a name for it, the collective unconscious. He believed we all have access to this deep, ancient reservoir of symbols and archetypes. It's just another way of describing 0, this shared source of creative energy we can all tap into. Okay, so if 0 is this massive, swirling ocean of infinite potential, how does anything solid, anything real, actually come into being? Well, that brings us to the second half of our code, the 1. And the 1 is all about the incredible power of making a choice. The 1 is that moment of creation. It's when you take all that potential, the 0, and you choose to make something specific. Think about it. You have a fridge full of ingredients, endless possibilities. The moment you decide to bake one specific chocolate cake, that cake becomes the 1. You've pulled a single, definite reality out of the void. That's manifestation. That's knowing. You can almost picture it, right? First, you have pure potential, just this swirling cloud of cosmic dust. Then, condensation begins. Things start to slow down, to clump together, to take a shape. And finally, bam, manifestation. You have a solid, real thing. A 1 has been born from the 0.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Creating a 1 isn't just about making things from scratch. Our world is already filled with 1s, ideas, beliefs, symbols. And as Carl Jung points out here, these symbols always have hidden layers of meaning. Learning to see those hidden layers, that's how we start to break the code of our own reality.
Let's get our hands dirty with this. Look at these two examples. Society tells us Lucifer means evil, period. But if we break that code, we find its original meaning, the light bringer, a symbol of rebelling against tyranny. Same with your shadow. We're told to hide it, repress it. But what if it's actually the source of your greatest strengths, your deepest creativity? By choosing to see a new meaning, you create a brand new 1. And this is the whole point. Creating a 1 isn't some one-time event. It is a constant, active, sovereign choice to look at the world, to look at yourself, and to see beyond the boring, obvious definitions you've been handed. So we've got 0, the infinite potential, and we've got 1, a manifested choice. Now, what happens when we smash them together? Well, you can throw your old math textbooks out the window. Welcome to the true math of creation.
All right, get ready for this. In this math, 1 + 1 = 3. I know, right? How is that even possible? It's because when you take two separate things, two ones, and you bring them together with a new perspective, they don't just add up. They fuse together to create something totally new, a 3 that's way bigger than its parts.
This is the true math of the Sovereign Eclectic. And what's that? It's someone who doesn't just swallow information. It's someone who actively hunts for different ideas, different ones, and combines them to build their own unique, powerful way of seeing the world. This equation, this is our blueprint.
Let's break that down, because it's actually pretty simple when you see it. The first one is just a piece of knowledge that's already out there. The +1 is you, your sovereign choice to engage with it, to question it, to see it in a new light. And the =3, that's the magic. That's the brand new creation, a synthesis that literally could not have existed without you. This is creativity.
All right, we've walked through the code, the potential, and this wild new math. Now for the final piece, a riddle, a chance for you to apply this code to your own life, right now. Let's bring this all right back home. If 1 is knowing, all the facts, the habits, their history, and 0 is unknowing, that deep intuitive space that exists beyond words, then what's the real difference between just knowing the facts about someone you love and truly, deeply understanding who they are? That riddle, that's the exact question that opens the door to our next explainer, the relationship paradox. If you want to keep digging into these ideas with other people who are breaking the code, come join the conversation in the Sovereign Self Protocol Community Hub. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss a single piece of this puzzle. Thanks for being here.